viewers, and we're back again right here, Good Morning Kuwait, and we have another guest. Now, a visionary leader is known for her outstanding results and out-of-the-box thinking to maximize guest satisfaction and adopting sustainable housekeeping practices. She has worked for the internationally acclaimed prestigious hotels. So let's welcome Miss Akshi Singh, a cluster director of housekeeping, private hotels and holiday hotels. Hello and welcome to the show, Akshi.
Thank you so much.
Hi. And how are you? And the weather is actually cold.
Wonderful. I mean, this is the best time in Kuwait.
Exactly.
Yes.
So what is the scope of housekeeping in hotels or in the establishments?
Hotels actually make or break dealers' housekeeping, and I think housekeeping is the aesthetics of the hotel. It focuses on safety, also focuses on the comfort of the guests, satisfaction, and also on the bigger picture is about the cleanliness of the hotel.
So there's always a question in mind: does housekeeping make or break the reputation of a hotel, and also picking the guest of which hotel to choose, actually?
Absolutely. Like if anybody would want to go to a hotel, the first thing you would want to see is that a hotel should be very presentable, hygienically safe for the guest, and of course you'd like to be around a place which is known for its service. So housekeeping encompasses all the three. So it is generally the make or break, because if a guest comes to a hotel, he generally comes and stays in a room. The bed, the sleep quality is all dependent on housekeeping.
Very true, yes, because housekeeping, without that, not having a well actually spread out bed and laid sheets,
right.
You wouldn't feel that, how do you say this, like welcoming, like they have to make it feel like it's their home.
Right, absolutely. Yes.
So now with your experience, how can you actually distinguish between a good housekeeping or not?
Good housekeeping generally encompasses a very simple practice of knowing the simple tasks and doing the simple tasks in a practical way, and the augmentation of this also should be practical. So attention to detail, whether it is consistency and guest proactive service, all encompasses in housekeeping, and also the presentation, a professional presentation, like you said. When a person walks into a room, you feel that the room is clean, you smell the cleanliness in the room. So I think that is a deal breaker for housekeeping.
Yeah, it's not just the smell, it's also the visuals, like
Absolutely.
seeing everything on place in perfect line.
Right, yes.
The colors, the smell will also reflect the image, and the image will reflect on the smell at the same time.
The color scheme, the smell, like you said, as you enter, the feel of the room.
All right. So what are some of the factors that hotels housekeepers do that we could implement in our home?
Actually, home housekeeping is very simple. Like I said, it goes into cleanliness, orderliness, and then maintenances. So it is like, effective waste management, like for example, waste disposal, restocking, effective restocking and reusing of stuff, using of, sustainable items like microfabric dusters. We generally don't do these simple things, but they are very, very simple. It is again cleanliness, orderliness, and maintenances of item. So in hotels and houses, you can have the same order and make it a great place.
Now, hotel housekeepers and their scope of work, especially in training, let's talk about that.
Right. Training in housekeeping has to be very practical. It has to be a practical application, and whether it is from starting from dusting to a bed making to effectively handling chemicals. And the highest part is where you have to also training to deal with the guest, the guest interaction. So all these are the training things that are focused on in housekeeping, and it is a combination of theory and practical, more of a practical application.
It's very true, because sometimes housekeepers do have to deal with guests.
Absolutely.
And they have to have that type of hospitality where they can tell them, like, yes, we're here for you.
Absolutely.
And we're here to make sure that everything is in place and in order, and for you to be relaxed.
Right. Because I think 90% of the time the housekeepers do meet the guests. Because they are in the room, they are in the public areas. So yes. So
what haven't you have achieved until now, and you still want to learn more about in the range of housekeeping?
One is, of course, AI. It is just coming into the hospitality,
Okay.
artificial intelligence.
So how does that apply actually?
Actually, artificial intelligence is coming into housekeeping as, you know, it augments. It's like not going to replace housekeepers, but it is going to augment. It's going to help us, for example, in scheduling. It's going to help us in our data analysis.
Okay.
It will help us in our cleaning chores. So it frees us as housekeepers to do, you know, higher things like judgment, whether it is a personal touch, whether it is analysis of, you know, where to, how we need to best give service. So you get free from the random, those chores that are repetitive, and the data, you know, AI helps us do the things that only a human being can do, like a personal touch.
Yes.
You know, and things like judgment, where you have to do, what you have to do, when you have to do. So that is artificial intelligence.
So we could say that it lifts a little bit of the weight, and it is like kind of a
Helps
side partner.
Yes, it will help us. It will not replace, but it will definitely aid us in giving better service.
Now, hypothetically, can AI or robots do the function of housekeepers, like in the future when AI is integrated to robots?
Actually, already they are doing a part of it. Like I said, they are assisting. So there are in many hotels, when you go in, if you ask for an adapter, you want a charger, there will be a robot that will come to your room. There are many hotels. So they just feed in the number, the robot comes to your room, you open the room, the door, and you get what you have requested for. So it is starting, but it will never replace, like I said. It will definitely help.
Yeah, as you said, human touch cannot be
replaced
implemented in the robots.
Absolutely.
And
yes.
I mean, at the end of the day, even humans want to still interact with humans.
With humans.
They don't want to interact with the robots.
Yes, yes.
They could, as you said, add a little bit of help, carry a little bit of the weight, but never actually replace.
For example, if you walk into a hotel, there might be many restaurants. There is a robot that is there at the entrance in many hotels. You just feed in the restaurant and the robot guides you to the restaurant.
True.
So, but it is just like, you know, just a little help, but not replacing a person.
Very true. Very well said.
Right.
Well, we want to thank you so much for being here in our program, Good Morning Kuwait. You've actually enlightened us and gave us a very informative information, and I'm sure that your viewers actually now understands how housekeeping actually makes sure that every spot is on the place and right and clean and smells great.
Thank you so much. My privilege.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Akshi Singh, for being here, and we hope to see you soon again.
Thank you so much.
So that was Ms. Akshi Singh, who is a cluster director of housekeeping and private hotels and holiday hotels. And as you know, now you've heard the informative information of how to actually see behind the scenes, as they say, of how everything goes on in a hotel. And you know, you can also do this practice at home. It is also applicable. But before that, how about we take another quick break, and we'll be right back right after this.